Are you ready for some Buck Rogers on vintage vinyl? Greetings, space travelers, and welcome to Gentleman Spaceman's Atomic Hideout. I'm your host, Brad Grochowski, and today we have something I'm very excited to share with you. The first in my collection of radio dramas on vinyl. This one is Buck Rogers in the 25th century. This album is fantastic. The cover art is gorgeous. The back is fine too. I was really hoping to give you a lot of details about who played what and what year it was produced, but I haven't been able to find any real information about this. The back has a lot of words. The words don't say a whole lot. They do tell us that the series debuted in 1932 and played throughout the 40s. But it doesn't tell us when these particular episodes were released. It doesn't tell us who even played Buck Rogers. It does say that Buck was first portrayed by Curtis Arnold and later by Matt Crowley, Carl Frank, and finally by John Larkin. But it doesn't tell us which of those actors are playing Buck Rogers in this particular set of episodes. There are 4 episodes on this album. There are On the Surface of the Moon, Killer Kane and Ardala on Saturn Moon, Wilma Finds Dr. Hewer, and In the City of Ore. I'll warn you up front. The first 3 are contiguous. They are they're episodes of a single serial. It doesn't end at the end of the 3rd one. And the 4th episode on this album has nothing to do with the first 3. It also doesn't end. It's just a single episode of a serial. It's very clear that they weren't really concerned about story continuity, about finishing and ending a series. I really think they were just taking recordings of radio dramas and slapping them on vinyl without too much concern for story as we would with our sophistication as a modern audience. I will say this album came out in 1979. So when this came out, all of these stories, these radio dramas, were already from a bygone age. So this is a recording from a bygone age of stories that were of a bygone age when the album was released. So let's give it a listen. And if you like what we're doing here, please, we're really trying hard to grow a community of people who love pulp sci-fi. And if you think you'd like to be a part of that community, just click the subscribe button because we'd love to have you aboard. I'd love to get to 100 subscribers. That seems so small, but it seems so far away. So please, please, please help support us and listen in and enjoy Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Thank you.
Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Its prophecy of all the wonderful things that may occur 500 years from now. Have you ever given any really serious thought to the scientific and mechanical developments of the future? Well, just keep listening to Buck Rogers and you'll have a pretty good idea of many of the things that are within the realm of scientific possibility. All right, now, without wasting any time, we're going to pick up our story on the surface of the moon, just as Buck and Wilma discovered that they'd been tricked by Killer Kane and Ardala. Here we go, 500 years into the future.
Our rocket ship. It's gone.
That rocket blast knocked me over.
Here, get up quick. Kane and Ardala must have hidden behind some of these rocks out here. And they sneaked into our ship as soon as we left it.
But they've got Dr. Hewer aboard with it. We've got to go after them.
Right. We'll use the ship of Kane.
Well, go ahead. Get into it. Take your control.
I said that a chase between these 2 equal ships was of no use. But this time there's nothing else to do. Here now. Close the metal door and we'll get underway.
Can you still see our blue ship from the teleradioscope, Ardala?
Yes, Kane. Buck and Wilma have just gone into it.
So they can head right out here after us, of course. We'll wait until they take off their spacesuits to operate the controls.
What did you do?
Left a slow generating gas pot under the control suit. It'll poison them before they know what's happened to them.
Good work. Say, you must have hit Dr. Hewer pretty hard while he was getting out of his spacesuit. See, he's still out cold.
Then we won't need to worry about him for a while. As a matter of fact, from now on, he can do all the worrying.
How do you mean?
Hewer's next job will be to invent a new weapon. For me. And it will have to be something I can use to bring a whole planet to its knees in a single stroke.
Isn't that asking a lot, Kane?
For a man like you, huh?
No. What I'm thinking of is trying to persuade him to do it.
I have an idea that when I show him how much he can accomplish under my direction, he may be perfectly willing to play along with us.
All right. Now, where are we headed for?
Adela, we're going to Enceladus.
That's one of the moons of Saturn, isn't it?
Yes, it's one of the least known moons of Saturn. But I've decided that it will provide a good nucleus for the organization I will build up to carry out my plans.
Why pick Enceladus?
Because there we can work without any chance of being disturbed or interfered with.
That sounds logical.
Oh, my head.
Wait, who is coming through?
Buck, where are you?
Wilma. Shall I throw some water on his face?
No, let him come out of it in his own sweet way.
Killer Kane.
Hello, you, huh? How are you?
Well, what have you done? Where are Buck and Wilma?
I'm sorry, Dr. Hewitt,
Adela.
but I'm afraid it was necessary to leave them stranded down on the moon.
Stranded?
Well,
Yes, the power control on that blue ship down there is out of water.
Oh.
How do you feel?
It could be expected under the circumstances. Do you really care?
You are? I'm a man of few words, so I'm going to speak bluntly.
Well,
you know what my plans for conquest of the solar system amount to. Or at least you ought to know by this time.
yes, Kane. I know your wild ideas only too well.
Now, wait a minute.
Yes.
Nobody realizes any more than I do your capabilities as a scientist. In short, with your cooperation, the conquest I desire will be easy. And if you seriously stop to think about it, you'll realize that working with me will not only give you more wealth than you've ever dreamed of, but a chance to make scientific progress such as you've never had before. The whole solar system will be your laboratory. You will be the greatest scientist who ever lived.
Kane, I'm not the least bit interested in what you're saying.
Huh?
Nothing under heaven could ever persuade me to be a partner to your crime.
You are. Either you'll come along with me, or you'll die. As Rogers and Wilma have died.
What are you talking about?
You heard what I said.
But before you said... You only said that the ship you left them in back there on the moon was disabled.
Of course, so you wouldn't feel any animosity toward me when I made my little proposition to you. You think I'm a fool? What good would disabling their ship do us? No, you are. Our little situation required somewhat more drastic measures.
What did you do?
Beneath your dear friend Buck's control seat is a small beaker of chemicals, which right now are generating a deadly gas.
Oh.
In other words, when he and Wilma take off their spacesuits to operate that ship, it will begin to have its effect on them. Not too quickly, either, so they'll have no warning until it's too late. Clever, huh?
You're not human.
Really? Thank you.
Kane, you're a monk.
Yes, you are. And I'll give you the same medicine if you try to cross me. Now use your head, you old fogey. You've got a decision to make. On the one hand, wealth, fame, and power. On the other, burial and outer space. Well, will you play along with me?
Never. Let me eat that radio, you know. I've got warm.
Get away from that radio! Nice work with the paralysis ray, Adela. I congratulate you.
Thanks, Kane. Whether you'll admit it or not, Hewer was in a fair way of knocking you down.
I wouldn't say exactly that. But the old boy does pack more of a wallop than I gave him credit for. But it's the last one he'll ever throw.
But now listen.
Well?
I can't seem to spot it on the viewplate now. Perhaps because we're out of range.
Enceladus?
No, the rocket ship we left on the moon. Just before you and Hewer started to scrap, I saw it take off. Maybe your little trick hasn't worked after all.
So soon? Of course not. Knowing Rogers, I know that he'd take off after us without waiting to remove his spacesuit. But he certainly wouldn't continue to fly with an arm, or Wilma either. And when they do remove them, we'll have nothing more to worry about.
You asked me, Wilma, that's the fastest takeoff we ever made. Now, let's get out of these spacesuits so we won't have to talk by radio.
Are we going in the same direction that Kane took?
Yeah. So spot his ship in the teleradioscope as fast as you can.
Hard to tell what focusing range. Oh, there it is.
Good. That's it. And we're going straight after it.
Thank goodness he's flying a straight course, though.
Huh?
Notice how clouds of cosmic dust keep interfering with the vision on this viewplate?
Yeah. Too bad he got such a head start on us. But, Wilma, he's heading straight out toward Mars or Saturn. They happen to be in line with each other.
Now I can't see a ship at all. Look, if he swings around out there very much, we're going to lose him, do you know it?
Well, we don't need to. We can hook in the gas analyzer and automatically follow his rocket trail.
Great, I'll get it for you right away.
Get it for me?
Sure, out of this cabinet over here.
But it's right here on the control board. See these dials? There. Turns it on.
Then what's this unit here on this shelf?
Oh, that's just an auxiliary unit in case this one gets out of order. Leave it there.
Oh.
See? These dials register 3, 1.7, and 32.1. Means rocket trail, all right. From now on, this ship will follow it automatically.
Good. But say, let's get out of these space suits.
Yeah, well. Breathing condensed air gets tiresome.
They're not exactly comfortable in the control cabin either. Unsnap my helmet clamps for me.
Sure. No, wait a second.
Where are you going?
Didn't close the door of this cabinet tight. For that, you can open your own helmet.
All right. Anything to breathe pure air again.
Wait, stop.
Huh?
Keep on that helmet.
Are you trying to get me? Ouch!
Told you to keep that helmet on. You see that auxiliary gas analyzer there in the cabinet?
What's the matter, Buck?
Cyanogen gas. They're very much like it here in this control cabin.
What?
According to dial 1 on this analyzer, it's slowly been getting stronger and stronger in here. Right now, there's enough to kill us instantly.
Buck!
More of Killer Kane's work. Somewhere in this control cabin. Here it is. See the speaker?
Right under your control seat.
Yes. Pouring out a gas intended to get us the minute we took off our spacesuits. Snap your helmet clamps tight again.
What are you going to do?
Throw the speaker out the main metal door.
What, we're tearing along like this?
Yes, sir. Boy. Did the air in this cabin rush out when I opened that door?
Yes, Buck. The pressure in here is returning to normal again.
Well, that helped to clear the gas out, too. Thank heaven for the auxiliary gas analyzer.
Yes. Yes, it's back to normal again.
Well, then we can take off these helmets safely.
I'm almost afraid.
No, it's okay now. Here, I'll help you. There you are. Here goes my helmet.
Now that it's all over, Buck. That feels sort of funny.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you really think about it, it was a pretty close call for us.
Too close. Killer Kane and Ardela won't stop at anything. The President was right, Buck, when he said that this is the most dangerous assignment he ever gave us.
And we're seeing it through. We know how far Killer Kane will go to get what he wants, so we're going to play mighty safe every step of the way. But we're not going to waste any time.
We can't waste any time. Keep the power on full. Dr. Hewer is a prisoner aboard their ship, Buck. After what they tried to do to us.
Don't worry, Wilma. We'll get to him. We're on a clear rocket trail that can't miss. Maybe these two ships are exactly alike, but there are a few tricks of navigation that even Killer Kane doesn't know.
Yes, and I'll bet Buck and Wilma do get to Dr. Hewer and rescue him from the arch criminal. But how? And I wonder what Buck meant when he said that there are a few tricks of navigation that Killer Kane doesn't know. Well, sir, it looks at the moment as though Killer Kane and Ardela, the arch criminals, are one up on Buck and Wilma. To begin with, they succeeded in stealing Buck's super rocket ship and Dr. Hewer with it. Now they're flying at top speed through outer space toward one of the 10 moons of the planet Saturn. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles behind them, Buck and Wilma doggedly follow the criminal's rocket trail, determined to rescue Dr. Hewer at any cost. But now let's pick up our story in the rocket ship of Kane and Ardela. Here we go, 500 years into the future.
You are still under the influence of the paralysis ray, Ardela?
Yes, Kane. He's still out cold, back in the storage compartment.
Good. Now, we've left Mars far behind, and the moons of Saturn are dead ahead of us. From the minute we land on the one called Enceladus, we start building our organization.
Enceladus, huh?
Right. It's one of the least known moons of Saturn, so we'll be perfectly safe there.
If we aren't being followed out here.
Nobody's seen us. How could we be?
By a rocket plane equipped with a gas analyzer.
You're right, Ardela. I hadn't thought of it.
Well, it's about time you did.
Don't let it worry you. Watch.
Why'd you cut the power? What are you going to do?
Before cutting the power, I swung us wide from our course.
Huh? Hey, take it easy, will you?
Pipe down and hold tight to your control seat. By the time I'm through, there isn't a gas analyzer in existence that will be able to follow the trail of this ship.
Hey, let me know when you're going to do that, will you?
This is something that even your dear departed friend Rogers wouldn't have thought of.
James' rocket trail still leads in the direction of Mars and Saturn, Buck.
Yeah. 2 more hours of flying at this speed, and we should be able to spot his ship in the teleradioscope.
I'll try another look on the view plate now.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, how about it?
Oh, I guess we're just not close enough yet. Or else there's too much cosmic dust in the way.
Well, don't worry about it. As long as this rocket trail holds out, there's nothing... Wilma,
What's the matter, Buck?
the rocket trail is stopped.
But we've got to keep on till it came.
Now look.
What?
Now the dials register again.
Gas analyzer down the corner.
Oh, sir, it can mean only one thing. Kane has deliberately swerved his ship around to make a crooked trail. Listen to our motors as we follow it.
It doesn't make very comfortable flying.
No, it doesn't, but... Now look. The trail is gone completely.
Can't you pick it up again?
I'm afraid not, Wilma. This is one of Kane's old tricks, and believe me, a clever one. Out here, where there's no air friction, his momentum is enough to carry him literally thousands of miles between short bursts of power. Maybe hundreds of thousands of miles.
Adela, things are working out beautifully.
Yes, James?
While you were giving Ure another dose of the paralysis ray, I contacted the King of Enceladus by radio.
Good.
His name is Corex, and I told him that we are Rogers and Wilma.
No.
That we're coming to see him on important official business.
Did Corax ever know Buck and Wilma?
He's heard about them, but never seen them.
Marvelous.
Now, we'll land at his capital in a few minutes. On the private landing platform atop his palace.
Oh, the king has been impressed with our importance even before he's seen it.
Exactly. Thinking that we're Rogers and Wilma, he's all ready to eat right out of our hands.
Kane, I hand it to you. You certainly have a pretty little way of pulling the wool over people's eyes and making them like it.
Forget it. Are you sure you gave Ure enough of the paralysis ray to keep him out of trouble?
He's saturated with it. Can't even wiggle his ears.
Good. Now, see? There's the capital right below us. I'll cut the power and coast to a landing.
Somebody down there waiting for us on that platform.
Yes, it must be King Korak. Hang on now. Now, don't forget, I'm Rogers and you're Wilma.
Okay, let's get out.
Welcome to Enceladus, the most progressive moon of Saturn, Captain Rogers.
How are you, Korak? Meet her, Lieutenant Wilma Derrick.
Oh, greetings.
How do you do, Your Majesty?
I am honored in having you here. Yes, sir, honored.
Well, let's not waste time with formalities, Korak. Where can we talk?
Why, right through this door here in my private study. Lieutenant?
Thank you.
Here we can be comfortable and undisturbed.
Fine. This will make good headquarters for the work we'll have to do while we're here.
Oh, while I think of it, Captain,
Well?
I understand that when you and Lieutenant Wilma visited the moons of Saturn before, you brought along a gentleman who's a very wonderful scientist. The man who developed the system of government under which our moons now function.
Oh, he means Dr. Ure.
Yes, that's it, Dr. Ure. Where's he now?
Why, he came with us.
Oh, yes?
But, on the way, he developed a strange illness that has, shall we say, rendered him totally unconscious.
How terrible.
Right now, he is in our rocket plane, so I don't want anyone to go near it. You must have complete and undisturbed rest.
Well, is there something we can do for him?
Nothing, Colex, except leave him entirely alone.
Whatever you say, I'm sure you know what is best for him.
Right. Now, let's get down to business.
Yes. Yes, Captain Rogers.
Huh? Oh, yes. Now, Ardell, Lieutenant Wilma and I are here as delegates of the Interplanetary Council of Science.
Yes.
Our scientists have discovered that a large unexplored planet far out of the solar system is planning to invade all the others with which we've established contact.
Oh.
In any event, Korax, our job is to organize a space fleet that will be the most powerful ever assembled.
Of course, I can see that.
And we must have an army composed of every able man on every moon of Saturn. That army will be under my leadership, of course.
Of course. And, Captain, I shall waste no time in informing the kings of the other Saturnian moons that you are here and that they are to take all orders from you.
And you believe they'll cooperate?
Oh, no question about it, none. Everybody knows what you and Lieutenant Wilma and Dr. Hewer did for us when you were here before.
Fine. Now, when you inform the kings of the magnificent project we're about to undertake, tell them they must immediately effect censorship of all interplanetary news channels.
Why that, Captain?
Korax, no one outside of the Council and the people of the Saturnian moons know what is going on.
What?
Why, on the other planets, it would cause nothing short of panic.
Oh, I see.
Now, before going any further, I want it understood that you are to be my official representative.
Oh, that is an honor I'm afraid I don't deserve.
Don't be so modest, Korax.
Well, thank you.
You will receive any and all delegates from the other moons that are involved in our plans. It will save me a great deal of time.
I shall serve you to the best of my ability. And if you'll pardon me, I think I'll contact the other kings right away.
Fine. As long as this is going to be our headquarters, we'll stay right here.
Oh, certainly. By all means.
Well, I'm glad that part of the job is over.
You certainly swallowed everything you said, King.
Call me Buck.
Okay. You know, Buck and Wilma apparently rated pretty high with these folks. They're willing to do anything you say.
Well, compared to us people, these folks are all a bunch of weaklings. Shout at them once or twice, and they'll do anything you say.
Well, why did you want Korax to arrange it so you wouldn't have to receive the other kings? I should think you'd want to talk to them personally.
Some of them might remember our faces from our previous visit. Then we'd be in hot water.
Okay. Now, what's the next step?
We're going to put these people to work building spaceships.
I see.
With all the manpower that's available, it should be only a matter of days before we'll have a powerful enough space fleet to face anybody in the solar system who might try to make trouble.
Calling Black Barney. Buck Rogers calling Black Barney.
You can land on Mars whether you get him enough, Buck.
But if we don't have to land, it'll save us a lot of space traveling.
Let's see.
Calling Black Barney.
Hello, Captain Rogers. How are you?
Hello, Barney.
Why, I haven't heard from you since we got back from exploring under the Earth. But, I understand you're looking for Killer Kane and our dealer.
Right. Have you seen any sign of him?
Yes, sir. And I don't think you better waste any time if you want to catch him.
You know where they are?
Captain, with them crooks on the loose, the minute I got back here to Mars, I got everything all organized out and fixed up a fleet of space patrol.
Yes.
And just yesterday, one of the pilots seen a strange super rocket ship flying out towards a little planetoid.
You mean planetoid?
Yeah, planetoid. It lays about 14 points west of here in the same orbit as Mars has.
Good.
With this teleradioscope in sharp focus, he could see that the Killer Kane headed right towards Saturn.
Great. So you sent patrol ships after it.
Captain, I was sort of afraid to...
What? You mean you let him get away?
Well, Captain, in getting things all organized out in such a hurry, I forgot to equip any of my patrol ships with rocket guns or anything.
Well, poor old Barney. But at least our friends are on the trail again. So sit tight for a few words from your favorite announcer, and then we'll pick up our story. Now, as you no doubt remember, Killer Kane and Ardela have set up headquarters on the moon of Saturn called Enceladus. They're organizing a huge space fleet with which they plan to conquer Earth and all the other major planets in our solar system. Meanwhile, Buck and Wilma, hot on their trail, have just reached the Saturnian moon called Venus. And there, from King Nax, they've learned of Kane and Ardela's whereabouts. Now, let's join them. Here we go, 500 years into the future. Your Majesty, there's no question about it. The man over on the moon Enceladus is Killer Kane.
Yes, sir. And his masquerading as Buck here is just to get authority.
Then my calling him by radio just now was a good move. You bet it was. I recognized his voice the minute he spoke to you. Now,
Our job is to get on over there and trap him and Ardela before they can find out we're anywhere around.
Do they know you're on their trail, Captain?
No. So we can take time enough to plan carefully.
Take time, Buck. Is Dr. Hewer in their hands? Well, look, it'll be nightfall by the time we can get to Enceladus.
Wilma, the only reason we didn't trap them on Earth's moon is because we didn't plan our move carefully enough.
But think of Dr. Hewer.
You see, Your Majesty, it was down there on our moon that they kidnapped Dr. Hewer. If we used our heads, we'd have got them instead.
What happened, Captain?
Well, they landed their rocket plane on the moon in plain sight, and we saw it from Earth and went right after it. But when we landed beside it, put on spacesuits and went over to it, they jumped out from behind some rocks and flew off in our ship, with Dr. Hewer as their prisoner.
You just now said they don't know you're trailing them. They must have realized you'd lose no time in following them.
Right, but they planted a poison gas generator in the control cabin of the ship. It was only by luck that we weren't done in.
I see. And their belief that you're dead is to your advantage.
Yes, sir. Now, you say that Kane is organizing a huge battle fleet.
All of our Saturnian moons are contributing to it.
That can mean only one thing. Conquest of Earth.
Really?
Now, come on, Wilma, let's get our heads together and plan how... Hey, where is she?
She was here just a moment ago, Captain.
Well, that's funny. Did you go into your office here? Wilma?
You're not there, Captain?
No, sir. You didn't get back into this rocket ship, did you? Wilma!
I don't believe so, Captain.
There's something screwy about this thing, Max. Wilma! Hey, where are you?
The conquest in a nutshell, Ardela.
Right, Kane, go ahead.
In the first place, these Lunarians of Saturn, believing that we're Rogers and Wilma, have practically finished building a space fleet for us.
Mm-hmm. But what about the rocket fuel that was to come from the moon Venus?
All taken care of. King Max called me by radio.
Oh, fine.
Now, the space fleet is the biggest that has ever been assembled in one place, and to make things even better, every pilot in the lot has pledged blind allegiance to Captain Buck Rogers. In other words, to me.
What'd you do, go out and talk to them?
Not much. You and King Corax are still the only people on all the moons of Saturn who have seen me. And Corax, never having seen Rogers, believes that I'm he.
Well, King Nax tried hard enough to see you.
But he didn't. All I ask is that these people think I'm Rogers until we get our fleet of battle cruisers on the way to Earth. Then I don't care who knows our real identity. What's it?
You're not Captain Rogers at all, sir. Who are you?
Now, wait a minute, Corax. Just what's the trouble?
Why, you misrepresented yourself. You're not Captain Rogers. And I insist that you tell me who you really are.
Very well. Close that door.
Yes, Captain.
Corax?
Yes?
My name is Kane. Killer Kane.
I've heard of you.
Now, speak up. How did you find out that I'm not Rogers?
Why, Captain, Killer, that is.
Speak up!
Yes, sir. I sent one of my guards to Themis to check upon the production of rocket fuel, as you suggested.
Well?
The guard is a man who lived on Themis at the time Captain Rogers was here before, when the captain set up our present governmental system.
Yes, go on.
Well, he reported back to me less than 5 minutes ago, and he told me that he saw Captain Rogers land in a rocket plane there on Themis.
What?
Yes, sir.
Kane, we left a poison gas generator in that rocket plane to get rid of him and Wilma.
Lieutenant Wilma Deering is with him on Themis.
That's impossible. They're dead.
Oh, but my guard knew them well when they were here before, and he saw both of them step out of their rocket plane when it landed on the palace roof of Themis.
Where's that guard?
I threw him into prison.
Ha! Good for you.
But only to protect myself.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I realized how deeply I have become involved in this mad plan of yours. Rather than let the guard tell others where and how I've been deceived by you, I put him out of the way.
What do you intend doing now?
I don't know. Anything but continue to assist you in your mad conquests.
You're too late, Corax. You're more involved in this whole scheme than anyone else, even including myself. Now, even if you could back out, you'd be crazy to do so. For by staying with me, you can become one of the most wealthy and powerful men in the whole universe.
What? If only that could be true.
Would you have imagined a few days ago that our space fleet could be made ready for action in such a short time?
No.
But right now, it's the most powerful in the solar system. Any opposition to it, and that means to me, can result in but one thing. Instant and complete annihilation. In other words, Korax, you have no choice in the matter.
Yes, you're right. But I'm glad of it. I've seen what you can do, and I believe you in your promise for wealth and power.
That's the spirit.
I've had my taste of authority in ruling this little moon of Saturn. Now, my power will extend throughout the whole solar system.
Absolutely.
After all, we can live for only once. Why shouldn't I get what I can from others? Command me, Kane. I'm at your service.
Korax, we must first rid ourselves of the menace of Buck Rogers. Prepare the space fleet to invade Themis at once.
It shall be done. It shall be done.
Kane, you're marvelous.
I told you these people could be led around by their noses. Much more, if anything goes wrong, we simply pass the buck to Korax.
Kane, with Buck and Wilma around, the chances for something going wrong are plenty.
Yes, I know it. That's why I ordered Korax to have the space fleet made ready. Not to invade Themis, that would be foolish.
I should think so.
The point is that if Rogers doesn't know it already, sooner or later he's going to know that we're here. Therefore, he won't waste much time coming over here. But with our rocket fleet for protection, we'll be more than ready for him when he arrives.
Seems to me, Kane, we have an even more powerful weapon than the rocket fleet.
What?
A certain individual who's lying outside in our spaceship under the influence of the paralysis ray.
Dr. Hewer, of course.
Right.
Have you renewed his dose of the paralysis ray?
Not since just after we got here, but I gave him a mighty heavy shot of it.
Then he'll be all right. And we'll have him right in our hands if Rogers...
Doctor, are you all right now? Wilma, how did you get here?
We're in Kane's rocket ship, right back at his headquarters. How do you feel?
Why, pretty good. You must have given me an antidote for the paralysis ray.
Yes. I found it in the laboratory deck of this ship.
Wilma, this has been a nightmare. Kane and Adela have kept me under the influence of the ray practically all the time since they kidnapped me down there on the moon. When we first got here... We're still on the moon in Enceladus, aren't we?
Yes, Doctor. And Kane is in complete charge.
Well, when we first got here, I almost completely recovered consciousness. Adela was right here with the ray projector.
That's terrible.
In spite of the antidote, I still don't feel entirely right.
Just relax for a minute, then you'll feel better.
Well, tell me, how did you get here? Kane said something about a gas generator in the control cabin of that other ship.
It almost got us, but we discovered it before taking off our spacesuits.
Oh, thank heaven for that.
Then we started following Kane's rocket trail.
Oh, so that's how you learned he'd come here to Enceladus.
No, we didn't find that out until we got to the moon Venus.
Oh, I see.
But I was afraid Kane would learn that we got there and try to get away. That's why I didn't waste any time coming over here to get you before he could do anything about it.
Bless your heart, Wilma. But you've taken a terrible chance.
I know it, Doctor, but I couldn't leave you in their hands any longer.
Thank you, my dear.
Now, I came over here in a tiny space roadster, and it may have been seen. So, if you're feeling better, I'll take the controls of this ship, and we'll go right on back to Themis.
Yes, we've got it.
You see, by taking this ship, we leave Kane and Ardela without any way of escaping from Enceladus.
Splendid. Let's go immediately.
Right. Here we go.
Here you stay.
Hey. But Kane.
Take your hands off those controls, Wilma.
Not much, Kane. You can't...
Shut up. Do as I tell you, or I'll pull the trigger of this rocket pistol.
All right.
Ah. You thought you'd meddle in our affairs again, huh? If you and Rogers and you are here had any sense, you'd have learned long ago to leave us alone. You've stuck your inquisitive nose into our business once too often, Wilma dearie.
Now, our story so far has taken Buck and Wilma and Dr. Hewer to the city of Ore, deep, deep under the earth, a city abounding in pure gold and radium. As we join our friends now, we find them all ready to start back to the surface, to report their amazing discovery to the government at Niagara, capital of 25th century America. Now, here we go, 500 years into the future.
Well, folks, how about getting started on the trip home?
Right, Wilma. The sooner we get started, the better. Come on, Dr. Hewer. Let's pile into the mechanical mole.
No, wait, Buck. Gareth is bringing samples of gold and radium to take back with us.
Yes, Doctor. I don't know what's detaining him. Incidentally, my friend,
Yes, Albert.
this mechanical mole is a very wonderful machine. Just how does it burrow its way through the ground, Dr. Hewer?
Norbert, the giant heat ray in the nose melts away the ground, and the force rays along the sides push it ahead.
Very ingenious.
And look at the hundreds of people gathered at the other end of this great cavern.
Why, yes.
Evidently working like Trojans over something or other.
Well, you're right. Too far away, though, to see what they're doing. Look, here comes our friend Gareth. Apparently alarmed about something.
Well, I hope nothing's wrong.
No, but don't let our friends leave us.
Something is wrong. Gareth, what is it?
Lieutenant Wilmer, Dr. Hewer.
What's the trouble?
Please, kind people, stay and help us. Norbert, to the supply source.
Supply source.
What is it, Gareth?
A terrible catastrophe has occurred.
What?
Our entire city may be swept away unless you can help us.
What?
The warning came to me while I was obtaining samples of our gold and radium for you to take back with you.
Warning of what, Gareth?
It is something we have feared for a long time, and although we tried to make adequate provisions against the day it might occur, I fear for the safety of my people.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
See them there at the end of the cavern. They're struggling against forces the power of which they cannot comprehend. The life of every one of them is in danger, but still they try to hold it back.
Hold what back, Gareth?
The waters, Doctor. Unless the source of our limitless water supply can be stopped up, the entire city of Hall will be flooded.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Here, hop into this mechanical mold. We'll go over and see what it's all about.
But can you help us? Can you keep the angry waters from filling up this great cavern in which we live?
Well, that remains to be seen, Gareth.
Right. Get into the mall now.
No. Huh? You'll be protected from the flood in this wonderful machine of yours. I can't be. I mustn't leave my people.
Gareth.
Don't you see, Buck?
Gareth!
Yes?
Now, you're all excited. Calm down and get in here so I can close the metal door.
But don't you see...
Quickly! We're going to be of help to you. We can't waste time.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's better. Here now.
Sit right here in this composer.
Thanks. On the way over, you can tell us what's caused this unexpected trouble.
Here we go.
Oh, I hope we can get there in time to save our city.
Well, now tell us all you can about it, so we'll know what needs to be done when we get there.
Yes, Dr. Hewer. You must pardon me for being so upset, but news of the impending calamity has shaken me beyond words.
Yes, well...
Our water supply comes by seepage through a wall of porous rock, there at the end of the cavern.
Yes?
Any excess was always taken care of by simply allowing it to run down into the ant country through the tunnel system you followed to come here. But now, however, the outlet tunnel has become stopped up. The water is no longer draining away.
You know why, don't you? When we followed those tunnels, we used the heat ray on this mold. And then the melted ground settled back and solidified and blocked the tunnels after we passed through.
Oh, why did you do that, Buck? Why did you block up the only outlet for the water that can so easily fill up this entire cavern?
Oh, we didn't know it was part of your drainage system, Gareth.
No, of course you didn't. I'm very sorry. But now look ahead.
Yes?
How ineffectually my poor people are attempting to block up the source of the flood.
Now, Gareth, why, I'm surprised at you.
Why do you say that, Doctor?
Why, there isn't much water seeping through that rock formation. Well, why all this excitement?
It's so much more than usual.
The channels that carry the water down the streets and into your reservoirs, they're far from overflowing.
But they will overflow, and we can't afford to let the water collect in this cavern.
What's the matter, Buck?
Yeah, the mist around here is clouding up the outside of our metallic glass window.
Yes, Buck. That in itself illustrates the grave danger we're in.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, unless the water is permitted to run freely away and down into the ground, the heat that permeates our atmosphere turns it into a heavy mist.
Yeah?
Soon the air will become saturated with moisture. It will disable our atomic power plants and render our radium lighting system useless.
Oh,
Worst of all, it will reach our chemical supplies and liberate deadly gases.
Oh.
Helpless and in total darkness, we'll be able to do nothing but wait for the poison to completely fill our city.
But that would take days, Gareth. Weeks, perhaps. Why so excited and scared about it all of a sudden?
It is the one thing against which we have never been able to provide adequate protection.
Oh, I see.
Oh, but please, while we talk, the atmosphere becomes heavier and heavier with the dreadful moisture. The efforts of my people to stop the water seepage becomes more and more fruitless. Don't you see? Even now some of them falter and drop down where they're standing.
I can't see very well because of the wetness on these metallic glass... Gareth.
Yes, but...
Can it be the poison gas you mentioned that is making those people drop in their tracks out there?
Yes, but please do something to help them.
Yes, we must act immediately.
What can we do?
Open the door and let me out again. If my people suffer, I must suffer with them.
No. Watch.
What are you going to do, Buck?
Turn on the non-recoil energy projector and aim it straight at the water rocks.
Wait, then.
Yes, sir?
There'll be people in the way. If you turn on the non-recoil energy, you crush them against those rocks.
Well, Gareth can warn them to get out of the way.
Yes.
Or better still, I can use just a little of the non-recoil energy and push them out of harm's way.
We'll do both. Gareth, you go out there and tell them to get away from that rock formation.
If they're still able to do so. You see, most of them have fallen.
Phew, I should think they would.
Poison gas is right.
And we thought there was no need to hurry.
I'm going to warn my people.
But the gas will get you too, Gareth.
No matter. If my people fall, I fall.
Gareth, come back. Close the door, Doctor, quick.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, Wilma.
No, don't do it, Doctor.
What?
If you don't, that
You don't-
gas will get us, too.
But,
The only way I can see to aim is non-recoil energy projector. This window's too clouded up.
but Buck!
Here it goes.
That's it. But are you sure you're aiming it straight at the rock for me?
Yes, sir. It clears its own path through the mist.
Have you closed the doors again? The gas is terrible.
We can now. Now, Wilma,
Yes, Buck?
get into a pressure suit quickly.
Precious, you what for?
I want you to hold back the water seepage with a hand-sized force ray while we take this mechanical mold to the other side of the cavern. We'll blast away an outlet tunnel.
Okay, Buck.
Hurry now.
Okay. Thank goodness the air is getting better in here with the door closed.
It's getting worse for the folks out there. Funny about that gas, though.
Here, Wilma. Let me help you put on the helmet of that pressure suit.
Thanks. And I'll snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the snap the clamps of it inside and turn on the
Here it goes now, right over your head. Will you turn on the radio so we can communicate with her?
Sure, Doctor. There you are.
Hear me now, Wilma?
Yes, Doctor. I'm going on out.
Here, Wilma. Don't forget this hand force ray.
Thanks, Buck.
Go ahead now, Wilma.
Right.
And stay there until we get back. Yeah.
Okay, Buck.
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah, I hope we can clear the atmosphere before it's too late for some of those people out there.
I've got my force ray on out here.
Good, Wilma. I can turn off the one here on the mold.
No, Buck.
Huh?
No, turn it up high and steer us to the other end of this cavern.
Right, sir. We're on our way.
Use all the power you can. We must wait any time.
Yes, sir. Managing to hold back that water all right, Wilma?
Yes, Buck. Terrible to see all these people lying around out here.
We're doing all we can to save them.
Well, hurry.
Can you see your way ahead all right, Buck?
Not very well, but well enough to get us to the other end of this huge cavern.
Well, turn on a bit of the thermic radiation projector to clear the metallo-glass window.
That's a good idea.
That's it. Now, more power. Every minute it takes to get over there, let the gas in this place get thicker.
Going as fast as we can. Hey, you know something, Doctor?
What, Buck?
That gas has something very funny about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I feel utterly there's anything funny about it. What this is done to people of all. I only hope that every day it won't be fatal to all of them.
No, it's something I've smelled before. Something familiar about it. I don't know what it is, but I can't seem to be as worried about it as I should be.
Buck,
Yes, Wilma?
gas may be poisonous, as Gareth said. But to me, these people out here look just to be quietly asleep.
Well, keep that force ray holding the water back until we blast out some drainage tunnels. Then we'll ride back and pick you up.
Okay.
You hear that, Doctor?
Yes.
Complicated matter. What do you mean? Well, I've smelled that gas before. Maybe a long, long time ago, but somewhere.
Now, listen, Buck, this is
I know you think I'm crazy, sir, but there's something about it that doesn't
stop us. We're at the end of the cavern.
Yes, sir. Now, about that gas.
How can you paddle on that way when the lives of hundreds of people are at stake? Now, here's where we blast out a tunnel.
Right, sir. We can use a disintegrator.
Yes, quickly.
Right there.
Hurry, Buck, hurry.
Buck, Doctor,
Yes, Wilma?
I guess I didn't clamp on my helmet right.
What?
Gas is seeping into this precious suit.
Wilma.
I'm going to
Wilma.
keel over.
Wilma!
Good night. Now Wilma's life is in peril. They can't go back to her until they've cleared a tunnel that may save hundreds. And yet, if they don't go back to her, well,
Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Well, that was it. That was our Buck Rogers on vinyl presentation with the 4 episodes. I know the audio wasn't great. I did what I could to clean it up. If you heard any artifacts that may have been the result of my audio engineering attempts to clean it up, understand that it was only done in service to make sure we could hear the stories as they're presented here. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, please subscribe to the channel to help us grow, to help us reach more people, to help us spread our love and the joy of vintage and pulp science fiction. We really enjoyed having you along, and I hope you enjoyed Buck Rogers on vinyl. And as always, journey well among the stars.